this spooky Halloween stream, I was curious. I was like, the lighting looks good. Are they going to talk about scary movies? Are they going to watch scary movies? What's going to happen here? And really what it turned out to be is a struggle session between Ddog and Ruby. Congratulations, Ruby. You now have your own Thorpe-style struggle session. Yay, because your relationship is completely dysfunctional. Now, Ruby, hear me out on this. I'm not trying to go at you. In fact, in this whole rant, in this whole thing I'm about to go into, this tirade, I'm not going to go at you hard. I'm just going to tell you like it is, how I see it. As someone, I could say my life is stable. My life is together. You know, I have a wife, I have kids, I have a job, I have a career. My wife has a career. We make money. We make the bills. We pay for stuff. We got things going, all right? It's pretty good. It's not the best. Could be better. We work on trying to make it better. Whatever, okay? And I'm not going to pretend like my relationship is perfect. Every relationship has problems, you know? There's always things you're kind of working on there and little things. Okay, with that said, Ruby, we all know your relationship with Ddog is clearly dysfunctional, very toxic. You clearly, just from the interactions between you and Ddog that you put online for us to see, we could tell, and even your friend Lo told you this, it looks dysfunctional. It looks highly dysfunctional. No one else in their right mind would put up with that unless you're trying to settle. But why are you settling? Do you feel like you can't do any better than Ddog? Ddog doesn't even think you're serious about breaking up with him because he believes that you're just going to go back to him because I guess it happened before. So do you do that because of low self-esteem? Do you do that because of low self-worth? Do you not think you're capable of finding anyone better? Is Ddog the best you can do? Are you doing this as some sort of own on grace or to prove a point to chat that you can make this work and that it is real? Because, you know, people like me and others say this relationship doesn't seem real. It seems fake. It seems forced at the least. I think you could agree with that, Ruby. This relationship is forced. It is. If you disagree with that, Ruby, come on. You yourself are lying to you. Right, Ruby stands. The relationship is forced, meaning that Ddog and Ruby are highly dysfunctional. They don't get along. You can watch them bicker over every little thing. Ruby seems to dislike Ddog to the very core, to everything he talks about, even government paranoia. When he goes off about how New Haven is the slums of the slums and everyone needs to be arrested because they're all criminals and purge them all, you know, like Judge Dredd style, like that drives Ruby crazy. That drives her crazy. And then Ddog will go on Ruby about how she's a fentanyl addict or whatever, kind of saying the things that the Thorpes would say about her. But now she's supposedly sleeping with him. So it's like, this is dysfunctional. You're forcing this relationship, Ruby. Why are you forcing it? It's the bigger question. We already are convinced you're forcing it. You yourself should understand that. If you say you're not, you are delusional and you're lying to yourself. Case point. You argue against that, you're going to lose. There is no argument. You're done. You might as well commit seppuku and just have honor. Like, just admit it. It is a forced relationship. We're moving on now. Why is it forced? Is it forced because you're trying to prove a point? Is it forced because Ddog is the best you can get? Is it forced because of like an own on grace? Is it forced for what reason? What reason is it? Are you trying to save Ddog from his sheltered life? Like what is going on here? Why force it? I could see an argument for a lot of these different points. But the own on grace, the prove a point to chat, because let's do the prove a point to the chat thing. Ruby is someone who lives for chat, lives for her audience. It's very important to her. She's an internet celebrity in her mind. She believes she's the star of some great show, and it is her life, and the people in her chat are invited into her life to watch her, to be a part of it, be a part of that experience. She has this interesting relationship with the chat like that. He wants to prove that it's real, that it can last, and that love is true. It's so sick and sad. Which could also be supportive evidence for the angle of, is this the best Ruby can do. Ruby has a line of simps waiting for her turn, waiting for their turn with her, who are arguably better. Okay, all right. So it doesn't seem like Ddog is the best she could do. I mean, there are others. Yeah, maybe. I know one could say Ben Thorpe probably would be better than Ddog. I mean, that would be an interesting argument there. But here's the other thing I have here. Watching this, I have something to say to Ddog and Ruby as well. I both think these two are numbskull idiots. Okay, there's my attack. There's my attack here. I'll tell you. Because they're choosing to live in this dysfunctional relationship. They're choosing it. They could end it at any time. All right? And let me say this. Ddog is a sheltered baby of a man. He's not a man. He's a little child. He practically wears a diaper. Ddog has grown up in a very sheltered environment. He's like that fish that's in a fish tank, in the goldfish tank, very small tank. And he ventured out into the big ocean to meet the fish that is Ruby. And it's troubled waters. It's troubled waters for him. It's time for him to go back home to the fish tank. And he wants to take Ruby with her. But that's not going to happen. Ruby likes the ocean. She likes that. She likes where she lives. So it's just that. Now, chat finds it funny that Ddog goes off about how, like, New Haven is a slumlord and everyone needs to pay. They're all criminals. Chat loves that. I love that, chat. Right, chat? You guys love that? Don't worry. I'll be responding to chat. Don't worry. This is live. It's not pre-recorded. But it's funny, but it's also a side of dysfunction and delusional thinking and, like, okay, guy. Like, Dalmatian Dog asked to be robbed. And that whole don't blame the victim thing, morons believe that. The don't blame the victim thing is really meant for graping, not for someone who left a wallet in plain view in their freaking car. Here's how you know that you can blame the victim. There's a time and place to blame the victim. If I go around walking in Houston with $100 strapped to my chest, am I not going to get mugged? If I didn't get mugged, it would be a miracle. If I got mugged, whose fault is it? Me. Because I was flaunting it. Okay? Yeah. Absolutely. Let's take this to the extra degree, though. Because, see, that's a safe example. Let's take it to an extra level here. Let's say a girl walks around with a shirt that says, "Please grape me, daddy," on the front and the back. And she's wearing like a short skirt where you could see her ass cheeks sticking out, and each one says grape bait, and she's like skipping. She's like, "Come grape me, guys, come grape me," and she gets graped, and afterwards she goes like, "Oh my God, I was graped, guys. Oh no." And she goes like ultra rad femme and goes like victimhood and goes like blaming men, how they're the worst thing ever. It's like, you asked for it, honey. You asked for it. That's Ddog in this situation. All right? That's what happened here. Like when Ddog left his wallet in plain view, he was asking for a crackhead to rob him. You were, Ddog. You're a flat out idiot, dude. Like, what are you thinking? The person you should be blaming is not the criminal slum in New Haven. It's your inability to actually function. You're an absolute idiot, dude. Like, you're a child, man. You're a child. You're not 22 or 23, however else, 27, however old you are. You're like 15 mentally, more like 12. Like, you are just... You're not cut out for city life. You're not cut out for country life. You're not cut out for any sort of living except for at a daycare, full-on adult daycare. They have them, by the way. You might be eligible for them. Go to your local LIDA for information on that. Okay, so like that's Ddog, and I mean that. I'm not exaggerating how I feel. This is what I would tell him. Okay, all right. This. And New Haven does have a lot of crackheads, right? New Haven currently has crackheads. Yeah, for sure. But don't be surprised if a crackhead robs you if you leave your wallet in the car in plain view. Like if I if I just left like a wad of cash in my wife's car and when it's parked in even the safest neighborhood in the world, Friendswood, Texas, there's a good chance that money is going to disappear. Okay. Maybe. That one might be a hard sell because Friendswood is like the safest neighborhood in America, apparently. But anyway, so I'm just saying, like, yeah, sure, there's crackheads there, but don't encourage them. Don't encourage them because they're going to do it. Don't make it easy. And that crackhead did try, right? He tried to go through the driver's side window. It failed. Then he went through the passenger side window, and it worked. And, you know, there was a whole theory about who else could it be. There was a Dunkin' Donuts appearing straw there, so maybe it was Ruby, but I don't know. I don't know. We don't really know who it was, right? All I know is that he's an idiot for making that happen, okay? Now, he's also an idiot for, like, blowing up and acting like it's the worst thing ever in the world. Sure, yeah, it sucks. You have to get the window repaired and all. But, like, dude, it's not the worst thing ever. It's, like, it's unfortunate. It sucks. You baited him to it. So, like, you have yourself to blame as well. And Ruby should just flat out say that. I hate it when Ruby says, I won't victim blame. No! Victim blame his ass, you son of a bitch! You smack Dalmatian Dog in the goddamn face and you tell him you're a fucking Spanish bitch! That's what you do. Ruby, grab Dalmatian Dog by his fucking collar, shake him around. He needs to develop thick skin. Put him over your knee, spank his ass, tell him to go back to his mom if he cries. Give him that treatment. Stop blaming his ass. Am I right? Am I right? Ruby is babying this guy. Is making an excuses for this guy yet again. It is so cute, isn't it? Think about it. Ruby made excuses for Dalmatian Dog after he said, hey, pour one out for the homie. Your brother's roasting in hell. All that shit. The 500 guys. Oh, he's okay. He's fine. He apologized. Everything's good. And now Ddog is in her bed and he's saying, you're a fentanyl addict, you're a junkie, you don't got your life together. And what is Ruby doing? Ooh, he's just autistic. He's just retarded. He doesn't know what he's saying. It's like, Ruby, I want to grab you and just be like, you are a fucking hypocrite. What is wrong with you? How low do you have to go? Your chat, anyone in your chat who's saying, oh, good job, Ruby, good job, Dalmatian, this is a totally legit relationship, totally healthy. Anyone says that deserves to die in Minecraft. A neighbor might have texted me and asked if I was okay. Let me see if I've been doing a lot of yelling in this shed. It feels cathartic, though. I love it. No, I don't message anything. Okay. But am I right? Absolutely. You think a take like that deserves $5 at least? Daddy says so. That's a $5 take. Ruby needs to grow a spine. Stop enabling this guy. Stop it. Stop it. It is. She's so desperate to prove to chat, to own Grace, to show that it's legit, that she's willing to bend over backwards and enable this sick, paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic Dalmatian Dog who deserves to be put in the back and old Yellard. He needs to go back to his mommy's house, and maybe his mommy can beat the shit out of him, and he'll learn something once for a change. So, I mean, am I right? I'm right. Dalmatian Dog's mom, you did a horrible job raising Dalmatian Dog. Dalmatian Dog's dad, where the fuck are you? You see what's happening with your son? He left his wallet in plain view. It got mugged, asking for it, and what's the cry? Victim. Ben Thorpe would say, Dalmatian Dog, what are you, a victim of the crackhead? You're a victim of yourself, Dalmatian Dog. And rightly so. Dalmatian Dog, you're an idiot. Go tie a cement blocks to your feet and go jump into a pool. That's what you deserve. Ruby, you can do the same. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. All right. I need this nice background to calm down. I need this nice, chill, calming background. It reminds me of simpler times. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there was that. I mean, that's how I really feel, yes. I mean, it is absolutely accurate to the 1,000th degree. Ruby is bending over backwards, making excuses for this guy. Her friend Lo sees it. Her chat sees it. Everyone sees it. She even sees it. And yet she makes excuses to why she makes excuses. Ddog doesn't even believe she'll even break up with him because he knows she's weak and she can't do any better. And yet she wants to prove to us, well, I mean, she says she can. Prove to us, Ruby. I tell you what, it seems like what drives you is to prove to chat that you could do something. Guess what? No one in your chat believes you have the capacity to do better because you do not have the will to do it. Anyone who says otherwise is a flat out fucking liar who's willing to link your tank for any reason. You don't have the will. You don't have the desire, but you should reach in and find it. Kick that helplessness out away. Stop it. Stop it. Stop living in your misery. Stop it. Like in your song, it's like 9 Inch Nails' Perfect Drug. You need to kick that away. You need to turn that down. You need to stop doing that. And just realize it's time to kick the dog out back to the streets. They could go back to his gated community. And you could do better. Maybe knock up King TL. Or knock him up. I would get him pregnant. But yeah. Give King TL a ride. I mean, a ride. Yeah, a ring. All right? He'll love you for it. You guys will have a good time. I don't give a shit who it is. You can walk down the street and find Fernando, some other bum, or someone who could do a lot better, be a lot better than the Dalmatian Dog. You know that. You know that. At this point, I fully endorse and support whatever they got going for themselves. No. I flat out disagree. That's a stupid take, NDR. I like you, but that is a dumb mistake. You fully support, endorse whatever they got going for themselves? If they continue to stay together in this sham of relationship, they deserve to take a power drill to their fucking face in Minecraft. No, let me be real. They deserve the misery because they deserve the misery that they'll get, that they have. And I don't want to hear them crying about it. If they stay together to try to keep the sham of a relationship going, then they absolutely deserve to dwell in the misery, in the suffering, but they get no pity from me. They get no pity from me, and they should get no pity from you. They made their bed. Their bed sucks. You know, it has bed bugs in it, but they shouldn't complain about the bed bugs because they made the goddamn bed. I mean, NDR, your take is kind of like, you know, if they make their bed all shitty and like eat cookies in the bed and there's crumbs in it, I'll fully support that. I mean, they could do whatever they want. Sure, I guess. But if they complain about it, especially if they complain to me, or if I hear them complain about it, I'll be like, punch them in the goddamn face and be like, what the fuck is your problem? A downward spiral that is sport. Oh, okay. I get you on that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We fully support the downward spiral. Yeah. Stay in the misery. We'll cover it more and more all the time. It's great. All right. Wow. That did take a lot of energy out of me. Wow. Now my voice is shot. Did I bring the... Is my voice messed up or did I mess with the microphone? Okay. Wow, that was nice. Why are you hating on Ruby all the time? Man, Calgoo, Moo, are you not hearing the words I'm saying? Are you too dumb to actually comprehend? Half of what you say is just you hating assumptions. You know what, Calgoo Moon? Go eat a cow pie. Honestly. Your take is so valid, so smart. You're such a great person. What I'm saying is Ruby is making excuses for Dalmatian Dog, and you know that. Am I wrong there? You know what? I'll tell you what. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong right now. I'll give you 10 seconds to tell me where I'm wrong. Otherwise, I'm going to fucking ban you. All right? I'll give you 15 seconds. Tell me where I'm wrong. You know what? I'll tell you what. VC? You don't want a VC? Man, you could just pretend like you're excusing me nothing, dude. Where am I wrong? Where am I wrong? I gotta make sure the VC's working. Where am I wrong? Who wants to see either of them do better? They won't do better together. They need to be separate because they are shithole toxic. It's a forced relationship. Extremely forced. I mean, it is clear Ruby cannot tolerate Dalmatian Dog, and Dalmatian Dog doesn't give a damn to actually respect Ruby. And we'll call Ruby a fentanyl addict to her face and all that stuff, and Ruby will make an excuse for it, and which is crazy. All right, let me do a sound test. Sound, check. All right. No, I don't want to open up the panel. That gets crazy. I still actually want to react to this stuff. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I did. Okay. I really wanted back to using ads. Well, yeah. There's a method to my madness. I explained to Killer Tony. So each month the ads will start until I hit a certain threshold. Once I hit the threshold, the ads stop. It's very simple. I've been doing that for like 3 months now. So get with the program, dude. Yeah, Killer Tony. Food stamps cut really hurt me. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, everyone else is running ads. I mean, well, why don't you cry about it more, Killer Tony? You know, Killer Tony, what he could do is, I don't know, get ad blocker or something, or stop crying about it. All right, Killer Tony? I mean, honestly, that's what it is. Pay for premium or something, okay? I mean, you call me a poor, you're poor. You can't even pay for premium, dude. What the fuck? You know why ads exist is because for people who want things free, I mean, that's what that shit's for. I'm just joking. Part of that's kind of just being to bust your balls, whatever. I do appreciate you here. But yeah, once you reach a certain threshold, the ads stop. We have feelings for each other? No, they don't. It doesn't even matter if they do. It's my problem that your snap was cut? Well, it's not my problem that you have ads, dude. All right, you can figure that one out. You can't figure out how ad blocker works? Okay, well, that's not my problem, dude. All right. Not my problem. All right. Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. All right, so let's go into this.